So there is a thin line between those people that take risks and those people that do business. Well, that's just something for you to think about. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the winning side. This is a Boys to Men Up Okay podcast, of course, with your boy Purple G Beats. In it, it's on a Monday, and of course, we thank God for life. You know how we do. Yeah, man, some marijuana is okay, it's good. People are crazy, and of course, my attitude is saying, pay me more. How about that? Yeah, man. See, for one to achieve greatness, one must have the courage to stand alone. One must have the courage to step away from the crowd, because it's through solitude that we master the courage to become who one truly is. Now, in this generation of ours, where most people operate by what they are told, where most people are not leaders even to themselves, they just follow. People confuse solitude with loneliness. But I say solitude is one thing and loneliness is another. See, loneliness is a state of lack. Loneliness is a state of loss, is a state of missing others. But solitude is a state of fulfillment, is a state of fullness, is a state of being with oneself. Know what I mean? Solitude might be the path that is gonna lead you to the greater version of yourself. You know what I mean? Personally, I live a solitary life. Know what I mean? I love solitude. I love being by myself by choice. I love keeping my circle small, less people, less bullshit. And this helps me, survive life's betrayals and pain from people who never heal themselves. Because the truth is, most people actually never change. Most people never take their time to heal themselves. They never change. So they walk around, bleeding. So they end up bleeding on other people. They end up betraying other people. And, I don't want to put myself in that particular position, because I do understand how much the world right now has changed and how much we are living in a secular world and everybody is so secular, and how much we have abandoned God and how much we don't follow God. That's why most of the times I prefer to be alone. Me, myself, and I, alone with my thoughts. Dig what I mean? I don't want to fill my conversations with gossip. I do not want to fill my conversations talking about sports and other activities that people indulge into to escape facing their inner self. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Because let me tell you something. The crowd is untruthful. Know what I mean? And when oneself isolates oneself is when oneself comes closer to oneself. Know what I mean? When oneself isolates oneself is when oneself comes closer to the truth. You dig what I mean? Yeah, like I was saying, the crowd is untruthful. Therefore, Christ was crucified. And even though he addressed himself to all, he would not have to do with the crowd. He would not permit the crowd to aid him in any way. Because in this regard, he repelled people, absolutely. Would not found a party, did not permit balloting, but would be what he is, the truth, which relates itself to an individual as a person. Solitude, solitary, being by yourself, knowing what you want. What do you want to do? See, when you follow people, that life, in the long run, it's only gonna lead you into, into a life of loneliness, a life of depression, a life with no purpose. Now, that's why you need to focus on yourself. You need to be by yourself so that you can know what you stand for, so that you can know your strongholds, so that you can know your weaknesses, so that you can know what you would do and what you would not do. For example, for me, let me just be honest with you guys. If I was the type of a person who likes being with people, having people around, that's too much noise. Trust you me, if I was that type of a person, I wouldn't even be able to be here all day, every day, to do what I do, tell you what I tell you. My information would be so diluted. That's why I don't like playing by the crowd. That's why most of the times I just love doing me, doing me. Like competition naiona kwa kioo. Sijui kama una dig. Yeah, fuck your opinions. I don't have time to manage other people's opinions. I'm a free person. Now, I got nothing to prove. I got nothing to hide. And that liberates me. It keeps me motivated. It keeps me purple G-bits. I don't want to end up with a corrupt soul. Or worse. That's why I embrace being by myself. Because I know for a fact it's only you as an individual shall return yourself to the Father. Yeah, man. You see, when you embrace this life, when you embrace all the good and all the bad, be brave, make decisions wisely by yourself, okay? Spread love and light into the world. Let go of fear. Let go of all the resentment. That is when true miracles start happening. I'm talking about humongous miracles. And your life is going to change drastically. And that's the time when all the pain and all the suffering becomes worth more than the diamonds. Stay true to yourself. Embrace your own path. Be by yourself until you learn who you are. This is Boys to Menapa KE podcast with the boy Purple G Beats. In it, make sure you subscribe to the thing, man. We there. And what you say?